Hello friends, this is Wendy. I am a scrapbooker, a junk journaler, a paper crafter, a mess maker. I love all things Tim Holtz. I love all things Disney. Yeah. Oh, I also love all things Brandon Sanderson. I don't know if you read his books, but I thought I would do this in a Brandon Sanderson sort of way. So, first of all, real important, bedroom is whoop, ding, about 75% done. Woo! Okay, then this is my Peter Pan book, and this book is bing. It is 98% done. Yay! I literally have one page with this one flower to go on there. I already know what I'm going to do. I just need to do it. And I was going to do that just now. But, since dear friends went to Disneyland and they just came back and we were going through her pictures and I've already got some of them. She's going to send me some more, but this is going to be the little golden book from their trip because her 2-year-old son loves Mater. And anyway, so we'll be seeing more of that though. Probably not the kids' faces, but my layouts definitely. Anyway, that is coming up soon. I also got this recently, and this is the glitter paper by Tim Holtz. And, okay, so it looks like any other glitter paper, but it is not glittery. Nothing is going to come off of it. It is like, wow. I really like it. So I've already used it once, and I'm going to be using it for Christmas. Oh, and this is what I'm going to do, just so you know. So this is, bing, let's call it 20% done, since I know that I'm going to use this flower called Bloom. Look at that. I mean, this is supposed to be a rose, but it's going to be perfect for this orchid, right? So, yeah, I'm really happy with that. So that will be coming soon, although I may or may not do a video on that. But the book is almost done. So when that's done, my book is done, and all I have to do is then, make the book and stitch it in. I mean, there's work. There's work involved in that. But the exciting thing is, today, as I clear my desk off, I got mail. Woo! Okay, so this came from Cherry on Top. I ordered this plus a spray, an oxide spray. It's one of those where you pay for your shipping. However, I got a discount on these because I pre-ordered them, and so they gave me so much off that it not only covered all of the shipping, but a little bit more. So I got a little bit of a discount even on the items. So it was like, because I kind of avoid paying shipping if I can get it on Amazon, especially. I don't know if I showed you these, but I just recently got them. I live in Utah. Utah is the beehive state. He calls these hexagons, which they are, but they're also honeycombs, right? So anything beehive and honeycomb, man, I just collect them. I can't wait to use, if you've watched my previous videos, to use Louisa Heinzel's, recipe for the perfect scrapbook, not scrapbook, but junk journal page background. Because these have nice open spaces. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm going to do it with all of these at some time in the future. So back to my getting mail. Literally got all 3 of these today. This one I bought on Amazon. So as you know, the first thing I'm going to do, again, clearing things off, is I'm going to cut this. What I don't use my really nice Tim Holtz scissors. I use anything else that I have to do the cutting. Usually I use kitchen shears. This is a magnet sheet. It's called, what is it called? Okay, so this is called Frost King. I got this, well, I saw it both at Lowe's and at Home Depot. I'm not sure which store I ended up buying it at. It is to cover your heating vent, but I use it for all of my dies. So the first thing I do, get a ruler, any old ruler, and I mark, let me grab a pencil. So I mark 2 inches down, and I do it in a few places. I learned this trick from my husband. He's a carpenter. Did I tell you, bedroom almost done? Yes, oh my gosh. So I do that, and then when you do it like this, then you've got multiple points. So in case you were inaccurate in your measurements, you know you're going to be really close to accurate in going across. So then I do again at 5 inches and 10 inches, and I guess I'll do it and I'll be more accurate, right? And I'll do 5 inches and 10 inches again. And this doesn't have to be exact. In fact, sometimes the 5 inches is a little bit too big and I have to slender it down just a little bit. So anyway, this is what I do. I cut it like this. I have 3, so I'm going to use every bit of this. When you get one of those bags with the register magnets in it, you get 3 sheets. So basically for me, I get, well, at least 9, because see these little bits here, I do save them, and I may use them for this one, just because there's 3 different designs on there. We'll see. I have not opened them up yet, obviously. So this is what I do. Let's do this one first. Okay. So I'm gonna pull out my big bowl. I got these on Amazon. They were under the automotive department. I just don't want to lose things anymore. I'm tired of it. So this is called Vault Winter Wishes. This is exactly how they always come. I don't know if there's any really super small pieces, but I'm still going to do this just in case. I think I will do this. There's 3 different items. I end up getting a lot of these in the end. There's 10 pieces. So that way I know if I have all my pieces or not. So this one's done. I just cut this off, and I usually chop it on my guillotine. I also need to write the name. The reason I write the name on here, and I don't know if I've said this before, I think I've meant to, and then I've interrupted myself, is because I want to be able to tell you, as a content provider, I wanted this wreath. It's really funny. I wanted the fall wreath also. So I was gonna buy the fall wreath, and he's then sneak peeked this one, and he says, if you don't buy the spring wreath, then you won't have all 3. And I was like, oh, darn. And of course I bought the spring wreath, and I have used it, and I've already shown you a little bit of that in a video. So let's look at this one. I'm probably gonna put it on here. And I'm really excited about this because, a la Brandon Sanderson, you know, ding, Christmas cards must be about 5% done because I now have the stuff. I didn't have this stuff before. So I had kept looking, thinking it out in my mind. I have watched the video by Juliana Michaels, who I really like. And she is also one of Tim Holtz makers. And she has a video on some Christmas cards ideas. There's another Christmas card idea that I really like, and she's using this one. Juliana also used this one. And Pete Hughes, I just watched a video by Pete Hughes, and he also used this one. So, yeah, had to have it. Okay, 2 down, 1 more to go. Okay, I wanted to make some comparisons. So I do own almost, I don't own all of Tim Holtz alphabets, but I own most of them. So I think this is the smallest. So this is Vault Seasonal, and this is called Label. And we're going to compare the A's. Label is significantly smaller than Vault Seasonal. Okay, this one is tiny type. It comes with an upper and a lower. So Label was just uppers. This has an upper and a lower, and just like Label, this might actually be a little smaller. They're right around the same size, so I think. This comes with multiple of each letter. Okay, so this is Vault World Traveler, and this came out just recently. And let's see how it stacks up. Now, this is one of my favorites to use with my my little Golden Book scrapbooking. The size is just perfect. So this is a little smaller than this A, but this A is not going to be too big. I think it's going to be just really good. So it's going to be a little bigger, but not too big, I think. So this is Hippity Hop Vault. It's also from this year, from 2024. And this one's a little narrower than World Traveler. So it's a little smaller, but it's very similar. Well, it's a little more funky. I mean, look at the bees. They are not, it's a different style. This is another one that I use all the time with my little Golden Books, and it's just a really nice size. Now I'm going to go into some of the older ones. So this is Bold, and I bought this a while back. So I'm not really sure. I know I was living in North Carolina at the time, so it's been a little while. So it is a little shorter. So this is actually going to work really well with my little Golden Books. And I haven't even pulled it out to work with my little Golden Books. And you get more A's and B's. You don't just get one of each. So that's actually a surprise for me. And I will be keeping it with my Hippity Hop and that. I kind of keep them separate because, really close by, I guess. This one is called Varsity. And I'll take the A out, but I'll show you what Varsity does. It's one die. This is all one piece. Let's see how. Okay, so now this one is bigger than the Vault Seasonal Sketch alphabet. And what this one does is, okay, so like if you have an S, when it cuts, it'll cut an inside and an outside like that. But you can also just use this or just use this. So Varsity is actually pretty cool. It does have some stitching, like it's been stitched onto a Varsity sweater. Okay, this one is Theory, and I split them just because it was so big that I split them. But oh, well, what happened was I damaged one, and I love Theory so much that I had to buy a second. So I now have 2 full sets. So I separated them from uppers to lowers. So this is Theory. This is Theory lower. It's a little larger than the Vault Seasonal Sketch, but not much. So this actually is something that I could use often in my little golden books. This is Theory Upper. So this is larger, taller, bigger. This is called Classic. It comes in an upper and in a lower. I actually have used this on rare occasions when I wanted something really large, you know, like maybe just writing August AUG and then putting the actual numbers and the year on the side. I use this a lot, all the time in my 12 by 12 scrapbooking. So, you know, so this is going to be now, it's more occasional. But I have it, you know, like I'm not getting rid of it, that's for sure. And I am still using it. And then this last one was my favorite. I mean, here's the difference. This one is called Stretch. I'd like to take a moment to compare all of those that I consider to be the perfect little golden book size. So I think this was the smallest, so Vault World Traveler. I'm kind of doing this for me, as much as I'm doing it for you and science. So, okay. So this is Vault World Traveler. And this one is Vault Hippity Hop. You know, until I just did this comparison, I didn't realize how much shorter World Traveler is. I think it might be an optical illusion. Well, it's ever so slightly wider, but I think it's because it's shorter, it just seems wider. See, I'm really thinking that this is number 3, and this is Vault Seasonal Sketch, the alphabet. So that is larger. Make sure this is all in frame so you can see it, okay? And this one is, I'm pretty sure this is smaller, so I may move things around. Wow, okay, bold. You know, I never used bold much because it was just big and fat and bold. And now, as I'm sitting and comparing them, so World Traveler, bold, Hippity Hop. What did I say this one was? This is Seasonal Sketch, that's it. And then, that's what I close them. And then this one is lower, Theory lower. Now anything else that's bigger, so Varsity would probably be the next size. Well, so it's not out of the realm, and I have actually used even larger ones. I'm gonna pull a couple more out. Okay, I pulled out Emporium. This is a favorite, and I have used it in my little golden books. But it's really large. And yet I've used it. This is Shadow. I haven't used it in a while, so I haven't been using it in my little golden books at all. And this one, just like Varsity, you've got this center portion. that you could just use, or you could just use the shadow, or you could cut it in 2 different colors and use them. Okay, so shadow's a lot larger than Emporium. Good to know. And where does, I did pull it out, here it is. Where does Theory Upper fit? Okay, so we're putting this here, here. Theory Upper is right alongside, well, it is a little taller than Varsity. So, as I mentioned, I have used this multiple times because of what it looks like, because of the style. It's really, I really like the style. I've used that in my little golden books. This is starting to get almost too big. However, if I had just something short to say or whatever, I could still use this. So there you go. We have, and then the rest go even bigger. So, and of course, then there's the 2 that go smaller, but they're really small. All right. So the last thing I want to compare is Seasonal Sketch with Vault Seasonal Sketch. How big these flowers are in comparison. So put them side by side. Try to find the right, there it is. They're definitely smaller. They're not teeny tiny, but they're definitely smaller. This would probably be another one that would be a good comparison. So you only get this flower and you get this, but you don't get this one here. That's actually the only thing you don't get, because you get these little guys that are also smaller. So, but not a lot smaller. I thought they would be a way a lot smaller, but this is definitely a favorite of mine, and I could use these 2 together as well. I mean, yeah, so. Well, I hope you enjoyed this haul video. I also hope you enjoyed the comparisons. I really appreciated doing them for myself. I had no idea about Bold and that it would be absolutely perfect. It fits right into this size, this little golden book size. So it's like, wow, I had no idea. Anyway, the next thing I'm going to do is use these, definitely these 2, in trying to come up with ideas. So I'm going to do a lot of prototypes for my Christmas project. What I kind of looking at doing is making a card that is actually an ornament. Well, we'll see how that turns out. Anyway, you'll see how I'm doing the next time. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Oh, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, notification bell, you know, all that. And enjoy this autumn season. Okay, bye.